All around the world, countries are struggling to solve common problems. From climate change to inequality, these issues are appearing everywhere. But China is working hard to find the answers. I'm Guizhou. Join me as I discover how China is blazing a trail. In China, no project is too big, no mountain is too tall, and you might say, no bridge is too far. Welcome to Pingtong Bridge. This enormous structure stretches across the Caodu River Canyon in Guizhou Province's Tiannan, Puyi, and Miao Autonomous Prefecture. Its main tower is 332 meters tall, equivalent to a 110-story building and the highest concrete bridge tower in the world. This mammoth construction project was completed in only 3 years and 8 months. So obviously, the construction of bridges like this is really impressive, but for me that doesn't mean anything if the project doesn't lead to people's lives getting better, and if it doesn't mean that there's a social benefit, a public benefit. Tan Lun Biao is a fruit farmer who lives in a nearby village. Though he resides in its shadow, the bridge has had an incredible impact on his work and livelihood.
在大桥没修建之前，是吧？这个路啊特别差，运输过程中时间比较长，把那些水果全部搞得损耗特别大。路通以后哈，现在损耗特别低，就几%啊这样子。
Guizhou provides a tricky topography for construction and the building of infrastructure. Mountains and hills account for over 90% of the province's surface area. These physical barriers have been the biggest obstacle to Guizhou's development going back hundreds, even thousands of years. As such, it is of great concern to residents.
中国的农村地区依然有很多地方呢，尤其是一些比如说在条件相对比较恶劣的地区，生活在那里面的一部分人，他们的享受的这种基础设施的这种水平还是非常之低的。那你想让他们真正去摆脱贫困，那么中国有句话叫做要想富先修路。
You're seeing Guizhou's Wujiang River, the largest southern tributary of the Yangtze River. 2 years ago, the area now occupied by this mighty bridge was nothing but a valley. There was no electricity and few public services to speak of. But by the end of 2022, the Jinfeng Bridge will open and be fully operational.
我们前期进场的时候，受地形地貌的影响，那么前期这个水电不通、路不通的情况下，我们克服了各种不利的情况。拼档难度很大，拼档的精度很高，各种可能会产生的遇到的困难，我们都预先想到，这样子又节省了时间，也保证了质量。
1,200 construction workers had a hand in these efforts, with each playing an invaluable role in building this enormous structure quickly while guaranteeing its quality. Nearly half of the world's 100 tallest bridges are in Guizhou. By the end of 2021, the province's total expressway mileage had reached 8,010 kilometers, nearly quadruple that of 2011. These roads, at great expense and effort, have overcome historically persistent hurdles by running through mountainous areas and rivers. Villages and communities, formerly divided by an accident of geography, have been brought together through this transportation network, allowing for greater economic, cultural, and social opportunities.
我大学毕业的时候是2004年，那个时候我们贵州的交通事业是非常落后的。到现在18年过去了，我看到的贵州的交通已经发生了翻天覆地的变化，我们的老百姓也脱贫了，然后我们的生活越来越好。这一切，其中一个很重要的因素就是我们的交通事业的飞速发展。
These projects in Guizhou are merely a representative sample of China's overall efforts in transportation. In the last 10 years, the total length of railways and highways in China has increased by 1.1 million kilometers, equivalent to 27.5 trips around the equator. The cumulative high-speed railway track across the country has passed 40,000 kilometers, more than the rest of the world combined, twice over. Landmark projects such as Beijing Daxing International Airport, Hong Kong Zhuhai-Macau Bridge, and the Shanghai Yangshan Deepwater Port serve as testament to China's progress in becoming a transportation power and driving connectivity throughout its vast, diverse landscape. But transportation itself is only a small aspect of China's broader infrastructure development. Though transport is what most people think of when they think of infrastructure, there's a lot more going on. At the end of 2014, the first phase of the middle route of the south to north water diversion project began operations, supplying much-needed water to parched areas in the north. Other types of infrastructure, including digital and internet grids, have seen impressive growth. As of this June, China's 4G towers accounted for more than half of the global total, and the country had built nearly 2 million 5G base stations for almost 500 million subscribers. Estimates made for the 14th five-year plan period show China will invest 27 trillion yuan into new infrastructure alone. Despite already being an undeniable world leader in infrastructure, China shows no signs of stopping anytime soon. With an eye to the future, it will continue to take bold steps in ensuring all its people have access to the resources they need to thrive.
I would say that probably for me, the most important takeaway is how China is rewriting the development literature and saying, create solid public sector assets, but make them really good assets, and people will protect them, people will cherish them, and people will use that as a basis to improve their own lives.